Yeah. That's so interesting because it was a good point that you mentioned about like, I know you just kind of said a whole bunch, but like just the fact of, you know, there are good people, there are bad people, and they do, some people have a different ability of like how they handle the body. And some people who are bad, they tend to have nothing wrong. And then the good people have, whatever is going on. So, and it's kind of interesting is like you mentioned about how the mind just kind of can affect the body in certain ways. And I think it's kind of interesting.
Well, think about some of the things that are happening in the minds around us right now that has led to so many drugs.
Right.
The kids who are anxious, that's the biggest thing our children have is anxiety. What is anxiousness? It's a form of fear. It's a lack of understanding of something, which gives you a feeling of what is it going to be? Tell me what's going on. They got nothing to be anxious about. Their world is easier for them than ever with what us prior generations have done. And then the older generations that are all walking around depressed on antidepressants. And if it's not that, you're laying in bed with your eyes open, staring at the ceiling because you
Right.
can't sleep and
Right.
you can't turn your mind off. So we've really got a lot of a journey to go through to control the mind better. Um, I've learned some techniques very early in life. When I was in 11th grade, in some of the advanced placement classes, my instructor was also a professional hypnotist. So I
Wow.
learned self-hypnosis when I was 16 to 17 years old. There was methods then. One was called the Silva method, which when you mastered it, you could actually have enhanced telepathic properties even. So I think the only way for us to master some of these problems of the mind right now, certainly there's hardware problems. So we say, look, your brain's not going to work if it doesn't have enough of nutrient A, B, C, D. We know that.
Right.
But, and then even some of your behaviors throughout the day, the more we sit, instead of being physical, the more the mind is not going to get its balance, so to speak. When you think about ancient traditions, yoga from India, Tai Chi from and Qigong from China, they
Right.
move the physical body. They stretch the physical body. The mindset there is the flexible body creates the flexible mind. And you see those people taking a break from reality, and we've abandoned that. We have a few things, go spend a lot of money for Pilates studio or spend $100 an hour to have a massage therapist work you over, if you can afford it once a month. But, we can embrace some of these older techniques. There's no doubt we can do that. But what we want to do is say, look, none of that's really going to work if you don't get the nutrition right in your head first. So B vitamins, think about the B vitamin family. We know A, B, C, D, but we have B1, B2, B3, B17, et cetera. But if we look on these charts, and there's big charts that the drug companies use to map every single metabolic pathway in your body, and you put little pins on there, red pins for B1 and blue pins for B2. You put all that together and you step back. Here's what it is. Out of all the things that B vitamins do in the body, more than half has something to do with the nerve system. So there's a lot of things that if you just got on a natural and balanced B complex, wow, what it would do. And then the other thing we do is a lot with fish oils, fats of the right kind. Fats are important. Your brain is more than 50% fat. But if you were to see what kind of fat, is it French fries fat? Not really. It's going to have to be some of the healthier fats. And we're pushed away from those too. We're told not to eat them. It's going to clog up our arteries.
Yeah.
So, these are all tools, but again, you just got to get someone who comes in and says, I'm ready to be healthy. And that's usually, why the referrals work. Someone's asking around, hey, you look healthy. What did you do? And then they find their way to our office here.
Wow. That's wild.